he's up against Veselin Topalov, a former world champion, and the Trompovsky. D4 and bishop g5. That's his third in a row. This time e2, e5.
Supposedly the main line of the tromp, where white is down a bishop pair by move 4, but you have
nice
decent
space.
central control and some advantage. I'm a bit surprised by e5 as well. I was about to say,
Bishop e2, bishop f3.
Well, bishop d3, e4, I guess you can choose. Yeah, sloping bishop b4.
Isn't e5 a line? I kind of remember seeing it.
Is it?
I'm not familiar with b6. I'm so used to the people playing d6 kind of on autopilot as black that I don't actually have a strong opinion.
Oh, and f4. It looks like white setup is against the French system.
Yeah. With knight f3, bishop to d3, f4, f5. Now that's the dream.
Are we at all curious about g7, g5 here? I think it's probably not good. It's probably not good, but
it crosses
I've seen stranger
wires.
things.
Yeah.
I've seen stranger things generally in the knight d7. I guess we go bishop d3, queen e2.
Valpar really doesn't like this move knight d7 for black.
One thought that comes to mind.
Throwing a bishop e5.
Yeah, if I could provoke you, you're not going to.
Yeah, but I think a6 exists. I think we're not actually forcing c6. So
I like this.
Wow.
He wants to castle quickly.
And he's basically saying, look, I'm playing for f5, I'm playing for d5, and I'm playing for e6, queen e2. And it's Vladimir.
Yeah, this is looking good for Vladimir.
I think everybody loses in chess. It's the nature of the beast. It's how you respawn after losing a game. And
I'm still very drawn to the idea of g5. I'm sorry.
It's still there. It's ingrained. g5.
I still feel like, people have been playing g5 in every single position in this tournament. I just showed you that very strange game between Gavrilescu and Levon, where Levon played g5 out of nowhere.
Right.
Here it feels more justified than there. I will say this much.
g6. I'm wondering if the move d5 is a threat or not. And I think g5 would have prompted d5.
I'm playing queen e7 in all of these cases anyway, I guess. Although knight b5 might be kind of painful.
So do you think Topalov's now planning to castle? d5's on the board.
Funnily enough, I thought it was even stronger after g5.
Probably was.
Okay, d5.
Probably was.
And Vladimir is looking to capture, and you were saying knight b5.
Maybe even the immediate knight b5.
Knight b5 looks very tempting.
Kind of forces king d8.
Yeah, and this is why we're not including g6, queen e6, because we want to be able to take on a7 and go knight c6 check if you play long castles as a response.
And he said, look, I can resist anything except temptation. Give me that pawn. Knight takes e7, give me that rook. And you were saying king to d8.
I think so, yes, because I considered knight c5, but I think you can even play b4 and what do I do with the knight?
Yeah. Okay. Well, if king d8 is forced, it would mean that something went wrong with Veselin's opening. This is not what you want to do. Now I'm very drawn to the idea of capturing in the center and bringing my castling, simply castling.
Will fianchetto the bishop on g2?
Yeah.
I mean, what's a king on d8?
What is going
Such a 29 for black.
Well, we've been seeing time and time
Rook
again
E1.
that Vladimir, when he gets into those situations where there's 30
Now
seconds
black
of
is
peace,
back to being sort of okay after g5, for a given value of okay. It's not properly okay, but it's an improvement.
and he's just by
I
d5.
do have an update in a different game. Jan Krzysztof won his game against Arvin. He's now 2 in a row.
Congratulations to Duda for that. That's nice. By the way, White's last moves, Rook E1 and Queen E2, do not make
Not good.
the right impressions, the
It
good
allowed black
impressions.
to improve the position so much.
Yeah.
Come
If you
back.
imagine black playing king b8, king a7 here, who do you think?
Oh, well, black 100 times out of 100, and it's not even close anymore. No. I mean, this bishop on f1 is terrible. And I'm shocked that he hasn't managed to...
Players are speeding up. They're playing with just 10 seconds.
Rook takes c4, what was that? He blundered. He allowed a very petite...
He can play king b8. It's not even penalized, I don't think, because the bishop was being checked. And now you take on a8, you take on a6, but there's going to be... If you take on a6, you give up on g2.
What's
This
the
is
material?
not such a clear ending.
So much has traded that. Or 2. Oh, g2
Rook g1, bishop e4 back, maybe, but then
Yeah,
bishop
bishop
d3.
d3.
You are in trouble with black. You are in a lot of trouble. Rook
So we have to
g6.
take...
Yeah, this
And
is good.
suddenly Veselin is suffering f5.
f5, yeah.
Automatic.
Back to being busted, yeah. He came very close to being completely fine in that game, and then
Fedoseev
Wow.
is back with the
then-
win.
And which game